SG900 optical flowing foldable FPV drone. As you can see here, this is the actual drone. It's not the black one what's on the front. If I just turn the actual box over, I will show you the colour of the drone. So this is the actual drone here. As you can see, it's white and black, but I'll show you properly once I get it out of the box. You'll see a little bit of details on the back, like the 22-minute battery life. There's also 2 cameras on there. They're 720p, and also there is a QR code on the front and back for commercials about the actual drone. So what I'll do now is I'll turn the box back over and I'll start opening it up to get the drone and the controller out and show you the drone. So as you can see, I've got all the parts for the drone. Sorry about the silence. It's just so I can obviously show you and get the drone out. So here is the controller. This is completely chargeable. Here's the actual charger lead. It's just a micro USB. It's also got a red light on it to indicate when it's charging, and the light goes out when it is fully charged. That's for both the drone and the controller. It saves you having to buy the AA batteries or even the rechargeable batteries. So as you can see, what I'll do is I'll just unfold this and I will set up the drone and the actual controller so you can see it on, and then I will undo the little packet here to show you the props and also the prop cards. So here is the actual drone fully opened. I will be turning it on in a couple of minutes just to show you how to turn it on, how to link it in. But I'll show you some of the little accessories you get. You don't really get as much accessories with this. One thing I was disappointed in is you only get one A and B prop. It's a bit of a shame really, because in all honesty, most of the drones I have tried out before, they always give you 4 props, so it is a bit of a disappointment. But during the test flights, what I will let you know in a little bit, I did have a bit of a crash, but what I'll do is I'll tell you about this now, and I'll show you it being turned on and also linked up. So that noise basically indicates that the drone is now linked. This is ready to actually lift off. So it's just a basic up and then down to link it in. There is a power button just here, and also the power button is just here. So you've got your, on the actual controller, you've got your speed setting on the first left button. The second one is like the return to home. I did try it. It's not a direct straight to home because it's not like a GPS drone. It will just come back in pretty much a straight line. So be very cautious when you do actually press that there's nothing in the way. And then just on the other side, you've got your video mode and also your camera mode as well. So from here, it's pointing away from me the camera is. So if you push forward on the controller on the left hand side, there we go. And basically the drone will start going. What I'll do now is I'll just turn it off because it does get a bit noisy. And basically that's forward, back. It's just a forward to start the actual drone. And then if you want to land again, if you just pull back on the controller, it will basically, on the left joystick, it will descend. And it's basically the same principles as most drones. So you got your left, right, and then forward and back. So this is ascend and descend, and if you press left and right on the left hand joystick, it will actually turn. So just here you have got I'll say this two like stands so you can prop it up. Personally, I don't really use them. I can't see many people really wanting to put the actual controller down anywhere, but these actually extend so you can put your phone in there. But apart from that, it's quite good. As you can see, it is on only 3 lights at the moment. This does need a charge. The drone has had a full charge. So I'll just show you the actual drone itself. So just on the front there is a slightly adjustable camera. It doesn't pan very far. I'd say it's more of a 45 to 90 degree angle. It's very little. It doesn't really explain how far it does tilt. But just underneath, if you can see just where my fingers, my thumb is pointing now, there is a mini camera there. That's a 720p camera, and so is the front one. The battery compartment is just here. There's 2 little pulley switches what you pull on both sides, and then the battery will come out. But what I'll do is I'll show you that in a minute. So what I'll do is I'll just turn the drone off. So you just hold your finger on the power button, and it's pretty simple, and it's a pretty quick turn off as well. And when you turn the actual control off, it makes a bleep just to let you know it is off. So you can just fold these in, and then fold one, and then the second one. I'll just move the controller out of the way, and then what I'll do is I'll just place my microphone down, and I will show you how to put the foldable arms in and what way to do it. So as you can see, always start with the 2 back ones. They fold in further and then move on to the front ones. If you do put the front ones on first, they do stick out slightly. Apart from that, it is a relatively simple drone to set up. It's relatively simple to get flying. I do like the design of it. It is a little bit blocky. Like it should be. Personally, I would think it would look better and be a bit more nicer if it had more of a sleeker design rather than everything being like squared off. But I will say it is quite a strong drone. Had a bit of a bump the other day. It does have headless mode, what is really good. Unfortunately, because I'm just getting used to this drone, I had a bit of a crash into a back of a horse trailer, horse/donkey trailer. It does shut off pretty well. It's got like a shutter function, so if it does crash, it does stop pretty much any damage to the actual propellers. So it did knock in there, it fell to the floor, it was absolutely fine though. Did take a bit of an impact though, but pretty much there's no damage, a few little scuffs and that. So build wise, I do think it's quite a strong drone. It has got altitude hold. It's also got a optical follow positioning, or optical flow positioning, what you use the small camera underneath. You got to put your hand underneath it. I have tried quite a bit to work out that. It does say put your hand under, and then it should help with the way it will sit in the air, the altitude hold, and keep it a lot more steady than most drones what aren't GPS. I took it out for just over 20 minutes because that is only got a 22-minute battery life, what is quite good. But I tried everything. I looked at the manual, and in all honesty, I couldn't figure it out if it was on or if it was just if it was on or off. It did seem a bit more stable, but I don't 100% know if it is on or not. It hasn't, for me, I just couldn't see any way it was working. I took it out in about a 14 mile an hour winds with a 17 to 19 mile an hour gusts today. Even though it is a slow drone compared to the ones what I have got. It's got 3 speed settings, so it's got slow, medium and high. On high settings it is not that fast. It did go against the actual wind, it did move in the 14 mile an hour winds, so I will give it its due. It does handle wind quite well, but it was pushing it a bit further than I would preferably like to take it out if I was to fly this on a more of a scale that I want to do videos and that was just to completely test it, to put it through its paces a bit, and it did hold up. What did surprise me, this is not a well-known brand. I have looked through a few different drones what I am looking at getting. This is a cheap one, relatively cheap I would say, not price wise, but I mean made wise. The fact that they could make this a lot faster. But with everything saying about that, it's quite a nice little drone for the price. It costs £70 or $69.99. I will be putting links up to America, Canada, the UK, and I will try and do the Japan one as well, and China, and I'll try to put in a few more countries if and when I can. So with this drone, it has got gesture mode. So what that basically means, if you do like the peace sign, if you pull it, so if you do the peace sign, I don't want to obviously do the opposite way because it wouldn't be the best thing to put on. But so if you put the like peace sign towards yourself in front of your body, the drone won't actually take a photo. But if you move your hand away just slightly to the side so your body's not in the way, it will take a photo. And there's a few other type of gestures you can do should take a video or a photo. What's quite good if you do want to do selfies or a group photo. So with this, it has got 3D flip mode. As far as I could see, I couldn't find any way to get it to flip. I will be looking a little bit more in depth into the 3D flipping on there. I did have a look at the manual, I had a quick skim over it, because I was, in all honesty, I want to be completely honest with you, I was trying to find more about the optical flow positioning than the actual 3D flips. So more of my time went on that than the 3D flips. I have got a few drones what do 3D flips, so as important it is for this drone, it wasn't something I didn't want to put too much time into, as finding a feature I've never seen before and never tried before. Because I really want to keep this completely honest with you. I don't want to sort of make it that I'm trying to hold back from telling you the honest truth. But with this, it's got one key takeoff and landing. It's got a 22-minute flight time. It has got a 4-hour charge time. As you can see, it's got a built-in power off button. It is lightweight. This drone actually only weighs 200 grams. What is absolutely amazing. There's a lighter recently I did review, and that weighs 200 grams. So the lighter weighs 200 grams, the drone weighs 200 grams. And it is completely shocking how lightweight it is. I can pick it up now, and albeit there is a little bit of weight, but for the size of this and the size of the light, it actually really shocked me when I found out the weight. So the actual Wi-Fi distance, optical weather conditions and optical conditions would be an 80-meter radius, but it is anywhere from 50 to 80 meters. The actual controllable distance of this drone is only 100 meters. As I said, there's no need for batteries for the controller because it is completely rechargeable via the micro USB charger. Had some fun trying this out. It is different to the other drones I have tested. I know the actual foldable design is like the Hollystone HS160 Shadow, what I have done a review quite a little while ago now, and I've actually just completely gave away for free during one of my competitions. If you would like to subscribe, hit the notification button, because there is one competition what is going on now. It's a mini drone by Hollystone I'm giving away. This is actually one of my personal drones, so you can actually win this. It's just comment your actual name, and then what I will do is I will contact you with finding out shipping details, and then what I'll do is it gets shipped to you completely free. So if you're interested in owning a drone or just would like another one to add to your collection, honestly feel free to put your name down. I will put it into the bowl I've started to collect so far with names, and you could have yourself a free drone. So on here, as I said, I think they should have made the drone faster, as it is quite responsive. It does move left and right, forward and back very quickly. So the only downside of it, I think, is really the actual speed of the drone. If they put the speed up just enough so it could easily go against 20-mile-an-hour winds, this drone would absolutely be a beast. It literally would move so quick, because the response time from left to right and back and forth is phenomenal, really, compared to some of the other drones I have tested. So I do like the shape and also the colours. For my rating for the design, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Like, personally, I do like this design. I like the shape, but I would love it if it was more sleek. That's why I would give it a 7 out of 10. For the speed rating and responsiveness, I'll only give it a 6 out of 10. That's because of the speed, mainly. The responsiveness is pretty much spot on for me. It is just on point every time I press forward, back, left or right, as I said. Sorry for repeating myself. So the value for money, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's not as cheap as personally I think it should be, because basically I'll tell you in at the end, but you'll understand why I gave it that after I explain a few of the other ratings. The camera, the Wi-Fi and the control distance rating I would only put as a 4. It does leave a lot to be desired. If they did put this as a 1080p camera, it's not much of a difference really, but I think the picture would be a lot clearer, because unfortunately when I was taking this for a test flight and I had the camera on, you could see the pixels were popping through every few seconds. It was causing the video to be quite laggy. There was a lot of lag, there was a lot of breaking up in the video without even being anywhere near the 50-meter mark. The battery life and charging time, I would give an 8 out of 10. That's because a 22-minute flight time, personally, I think is really good. The 4 hours, it is a little bit longer, but it's not a big problem really. Especially if you've just had a bit of fun with it, you can put it on charge, come back to it, you can have another flight. It's not a major concern of mine. But this is, I will say this is a good drone. I wouldn't say it's the best drone I've got, but the reason I gave it a low rating on the price range is for the fact of the speed, the camera quality itself, and the actual distance. I know you can get £5 off this on Amazon at the moment, so it only knocks it down to $64.95. So it's a little bit off. It is a good beginner drone. I won't fault it at that at all. If you're looking at giving it to, say, a child, I probably wouldn't really go anywhere under the age of 14 unless you've got, obviously you will be there with them. The blades are quite harsh on your fingers and skin. I did have a slight knock on my hand because when I first started up I didn't actually realise it was just a straight on start with the actual controller, so that was completely my fault. I should have read into it a bit more before I started up. Because I got a few drones, I thought it would be about the same system, but as I found out, it's not. So I would say put these on. There's a reason I personally won't fly with the blade, like prop guards, is because aerodynamically it does give a bit more drag. So it's just a personal preference of mine, but for children and beginners I really would advise putting them on. Unfortunately you can't see it now, but I have got a few cuts and scars from drone accidents. So I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you'd like to leave a comment, or if you would like to leave a like, I would really appreciate it. It just lets me know that you enjoy my videos, and it also helps me do more content for yourselves. And to everyone who has liked, commented, even on my older videos, I really appreciate it. And also to everyone who has subscribed, thank you so much for the support of everyone. And I hope to be doing a few more giveaways soon. It's a big thing for me. I do want to give more giveaways, so more products I get to test, more products I purchase myself, means more prizes I can give away. And that's not really to pull in more subscribers, that's not honestly my goal. I did recently do a competition for subscribers, albeit it wasn't the biggest success I was hoping for, but for me to be completely honest, what I was trying to do was get more people in, so then I could start getting more prizes, and then I can put into more people, so then I can eventually give away to more people. But from now on, that won't be my goal. I won't be looking to do prizes for subscribers. For me, it was a good idea at the time. It helped me bring in about 20 people, but that gave me a bit more audience, so then I could have more people to potentially give away more prizes to. So I want to be completely honest with you, from now on all of my competitions will be either like to giveaways, or they will just be a drop your name down, I will put them in a hat, and then I will pull out someone's name and you'll win a drone, possibly an action camera, what I might be giving away. There was a GoPro Hero 4 I've just purchased recently. Tried it out on a drone HS700. I have had absolutely no luck with that. I will be doing a video soon about a recent experience I've had with a Holystone HS700 and the GoPro Hero 4. So keep your tuned for that, because I think it's going to be a bit of a fun one really, because I will explain exactly what happened, and the GoPro Hero 4 will possibly be up for grabs, but I will be possibly putting in a hidden word into one of my videos. I will give a couple of clues, so keep your eyes peeled for that word and for the little hints, and that could be well on its way to you soon. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and feel free to like, subscribe and comment, and until next time, take care and thank you very much.